Right. So who would like to give us a recap of our very fun, absolutely not traumatizing last session?
Bismarck died and left his fucking family.
It was grief the session.
It certainly was. It certainly was.
Not only did Ismark die, he died and was murdered in a horrific way, along with Katrine Vinder. Both of them massacred horrifically.
And what did you find out about this massacre?
Bitch boy did it.
And also that there's a tie into the greed cult, as was a part into Katrine.
And the dude was more than likely undead?
Ghoulified.
Yeah,
Got ghoul
ghoulified.
fever.
Which is a problem because that shit spreads like wildfire.
Yep. Fucking treating it like fucking 2020 up in Sandpoint.
So we had to go all the way to his mansion to see if we could catch him and figure out what was happening because he was involved in something. I forget the something.
Something is the Brothers Seven, the cult of the Brothers Seven.
Right.
So you know that they're involved, and that's about the shape of it. All right.
Hold.
Amy, I swear to God.
I am saying that because I saw a swap just happen, and I demand it have its moment.
Picture time.
I sent art.
Send.
In careful.
It's just gonna take a second to load.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah.
It says art.
Here's the gal.
The gal?
Here's the gal. It's processing.
Processing. Oh, here she comes. Sorry, Kira.
She's beauty and she's grace.
The
She's gonna
girl!
shoot you in the face.
Looking good.
Far more mad scientist than I expected.
The goggles are so dorky. I love them.
It's the goggles.
Sure, there's not just a little
There's part of me that doesn't want to send the other version. But I'm going to send it because I like it too much.
Yes, do it.
Sure, there's not a little dose of Willow in there?
The girl.
I imagine the scar is more blackened, but it's there.
All right. So are we all good?
Yes.
Okay. So we are starting with the approach to the misgivings. The misgivings are very much like the name implies. They're full of doubt, full of suspicion, and as you make this trek along the coast, the ground itself seems to have its doubts about what it is you're doing. There's nettles that are twisting and more prominent than any of the other local wildlife. The trees are leafless and bent. And even though Sandpoint has been dealing with an unusual warmth this time of year, the closer you get to the misgivings, the colder it gets. And it's not a simple sort of cold either. It's the sort that bites at your cheeks. It's almost as if the closer you get to it, the more nature is reasserting itself. And the cold that you've missed out on in Sandpoint is now going to be the major point of inflection here. the route is mostly one alongside the cliffs. So, the whole time that you're traveling, you get to hear the waves lapping at the rocks beneath you. A sound that can often be reassuring, but in this case, it, something about it just seems to call to mind tears. The closer you get, the more the wind starts to pick up, and as it whistles through the leafless trees not pictured on the map, you hear something that sounds like keening. It's a quick journey, only about 3 hours. You guys have set out fairly quickly with Shadow Mist and a bevy of other horses in tow. But there was one thing that was requested along the way. So, Sabine, take it away.
Hey, Shay, you got a minute?
Well, okay, well. Sorry. I gotta lower a bunch of things real quick because my audio decided to do a jump. I think I did hear you though. Imagine Jay just looks at Sabine, just quirks an eyebrow. This is on the way there. She's kind of like, yeah?
Hang back with me a sec.
There a reason?
Nah, I just thought I'd distract you for a bit. Of course there's a damn reason.
Oh, okay, fucking slow down the horse. To hang back with Sab.
Look, you're gonna have to talk about it sooner or later, and I'll be there later, but this is sooner.
What do you mean? We're on our way to the misgivings. Kinda busy.
Yeah, nothing else going on in your life, right?
Turns to look at Sab, squint. Like, what are you talking about?
Shady, you are wound up tighter than a fishing rod, and if this keeps going, you're gonna snap.
That's... Look, we don't have time to do this?
There ain't never gonna be time. On the road, you can't push the horses much harder than we already have.
So you want to talk about a bunch of things while we're on our way to get to Foxglove?
Just want to talk about you for now.
Static talk? It's just me.
Yeah, you got a whole lot going on in your head.
Yeah, I don't do shit, though.
What do you mean by that?
Just waves her hands. It's like... Just kind of at a loss for words of like, what do you mean? What do I mean? I don't do anything. There's nothing to talk about, really.
Look, you gotta get those thoughts out of your head before they make your skull pop.
What thoughts are you talking about?
Shay, are you messing with me?
Are you messing with me?
You know, for once I'm not.
Right now, focused on finding Foxglove.
I'm allowed to worry about you, aren't I?
No.
Oh, well. Excuse me.
Nothing. Can really be done.
You know, I've started writing poetry.
Have you?
Yeah, it's been good. You can read some if you like, but doesn't have to be now, but be talking to me, it can be writing poetry yourself, but you gotta find some way to ease off the pressure. I don't want you going into this all wound up. It's not good for you, and it's not good for anyone else.
Skink, I'm always wound up.
Shady, you ain't alone. It's about time you start acting like it.
What was the first part of that?
You're not alone, you better
Not
start
alone, okay.
acting like it.
She just looks at Seville. Just a mixture of emotions of like confusion and also like, what the fuck are we even doing? To it's fine, I'm fine, nothing's wrong. It's like, yeah, and now I'm not trying to be.
Seville, it's on her journal. You know, just give it a chance, alright? For me?
Well, yeah, you know I like poetry. You'll take the book.
Maybe you might like writing about your own thoughts. Could help.
It's not good.
Thoughts ain't always good, Shay.
No, I meant what I write.
Doesn't need to be good. Good if it's honest.
Well, yeah, that's what I do.
Then it'll be good then, won't it?
Shrugs. But she'll take the book. She'll pocket it.
Alright, I've taken up enough of your time. Holler if you need anything, alright?
Okay. Sure, I can do that.
Alright, I know you want to go right on ahead, so go right on and do that.
Oh! She leaves. Right on ahead. Talking
You know,
with people is weird.
talking about feelings is so weird, Jay. Why would anybody do this?
Why? Why would they?
But you don't have very long to be alone with your thoughts. You can see the misgivings rising up ahead of you. The house itself is very large. As you're counting the floors, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3 that you can see rising up and perched on the very edge of a cliff, like some sort of cornered animal. You can smell the rot in the air, mingling with the seawater, even from all the way out here. And instead of stately ivy, the vines that cling to this place are a choked diseased wisteria. You can see spots of black along the petals. The house itself is crooked. The gables are angling sharply and breached in several places, hastily repaired by planks of sodden wood. There's multiple chimneys jutting up throughout the various points of the rooftops, each one looking almost like a spear. It seems like a house at the end of the world. It certainly does feel that way too, as isolated as you are. As you approach the misgivings, you see what must be the charred remains of the servants' quarters to your left. As a reminder, you heard that somebody had tried to burn Foxglove Manor down once before, but only the servants' quarters had actually been burned. That's what you see now there to your left. Or rather, above you, I should say. There's nothing really left, just husks of a wall and a dilapidated well. Up ahead is the house itself. What do you do?
So it already smells like rot from this
It
far out.
already smells like rot from this far out.
Oh, Sola's gonna start tying some cloth around her face, making a little mask. I imagine there's some level of like, so you know the like, old plague masks, like they used to like stuff with herbs and stuff in the beak portions.
Mm-hmm.
She has something like that, some little satchel that she will like tie closer, like almost choker like on her neck, so that she just has that going.
Do you have spares of these for the rest of the party, or
Uh,
is it just Sola for now?
I mean, if you would let her have spares of that.
Sure, I'll allow it. You had time to prep, so it makes sense that you would have them.
Get some. Everybody gets fragrant herbs.
Please, please, please. Shay's big sniffums are suffering.
The one
Shay,
time the big sniffums actually wants Sola's herbs, apparently.
Shay, this is very helpful for you in particular because you've been following Foxglove's scent this whole time. You've been locked into it, dialed into it, but as you get closer to the misgivings, that powerful scent of rot overpowers everything. You can't follow exactly where he went anymore. You know he's somewhere here, but you don't know where.
Angie. It's, you know, the demeanor when like you see a scent dog lose it. They're like, it's fucking somewhere. Fucking looking around, holding the little bag of herbs. Like just calling out like a, yeah? He's here. Somewhere.
Can I have John kind of not fly into or close to anything, but just fly up and see if he sees anything?
Sure. What are you looking to see?
People or like signs of like movement or, signs of coming and going.
Okay. You have John take a quick circuit around the place. He is a little leery of it too, but, he's your familiar. He's not going to complain too much. And speaking of familiars, there you go. Giant Dave.
Let's go.
Dave. That means I also need to bring Holly and John on.
So,
I want everybody to appreciate that John's image has his mouth open.
Yes,
It's,
I loved it.
It's accurate. As he takes off, he's like, well, boss, just for you. Just for you. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. Does a circuit. He comes back to you in pretty decent time. Not long enough that you worry about him at all. Lands on, I imagine, your outstretched hand and puffs out his wings a little bit. The good news is I didn't see anybody, but, I don't think anybody's been here in a little bit.
Reward with sunflower seed.
Immediate chomp. It's hardly out of your hand.
She just kind of looks around at everybody, shakes her head. It is. Somebody came in. They were very quiet about it. Natalie came in some other way.
Were there any footprints, DM?
Roll me a perception check.
Thought you'd never ask. It's going to be a 24. Does forest count?
I'll count it.
Let's go. It's going to be a 26.
26, Shay. You don't notice any tracks, at least not any tracks belonging to people. You do see some carts, though. A couple of cart ruts. Those are alongside. They go down this way over here, and this way over here. It seems like this must have been the repair crew that Foxglove was talking about when you last spoke with him, with Ismark.
Mm-hmm.
But no people. And the ruts themselves are fairly old.
I have to ask, is there anything like right here? Because it's like partially blocked for me.
Oh, it's a tree.
Okay.
Sorry.
There's just a tree
Let
all the way
me-
around. There we
If
go.
you
Yeah, let
move
me
around it, oh no, there is a blockage in the middle of the road.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let me just...
Oh yeah, the tree behaves a little weird with lighting.
There you go. There's a tree.
Yeah.
There. Sorry about that. My bad. That should be easier now.
It's
Yes.
better.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Mhm.
is there a wall that I'm missing?
I had to redo all the walls on this map, so I'm very sorry.
You're good. Does one of the two directions seem like the main entrance versus not?
This is the main entrance here.
Mm-hmm.
This appears to be some sort of side entrance.
Well,
Are we wanting to go in quiet or are we wanting to go in loud?
Time to kick the door down.
Well done that everybody is waiting.
Shay's gonna think for a second. I don't think that's a good idea.
What
Looks
do
back.
you think is a good idea?
Probably trying to be quiet. He's Foxglove's a lot smarter than you think.
Depends on how far gone he is.
True.
So I'll look at the other three for their opinions.
I do agree that we probably should go in more quiet, but he didn't seem like the smartest fella.
She shakes her head. Now, he is.
Okay, Kokoro. Y'all get 2 cents?
I don't know this man, but
Well,
I think quiet.
I don't think this man is exactly a genius, so...
No, you're not understanding.
Why don't you tell us? Well, fuck me.
Sola, language.
Iris.
What did I do?
You have a southern accent. So why don't you tell us what you are meaning then?
Well, wait. Well, not wait. Me and he's not went to talk to him. And I should have known he'd do something like this. He's not harmless. He's not stupid. He's cunning. He changed. The flip of a switch. I should have known better.
Shay, this ain't your fault and you know it.
No, but I could have done something before this happened.
Well,
Look-
if you're worried about all the possible entrances, why don't we just make him come to us?
It is not the worst idea, but I think the concern is who would come with him. It's a very large house.
It probably burns pretty easily.
Things have accelerated really quickly.
How
Well, he
we
killed
don't.
Eastmark, right? He deserves nothing less.
And I agree with you. I think that she kind of like points towards the burnt remains of the servants' quarters. Might point that it's not quite as flammable as we think.
Nothing some oil wouldn't fix.
We don't know what's in there.
Isn't that the whole point
And
of why I'm suggesting this? To lure him out, and we don't have to deal with all that?
I mean, we also shouldn't. We shouldn't be jumping to just killing him. He needs to stand trial.
Yeah.
Depending
Because
on how
justice
sick
is
he
that
is.
way.
Depending on how sick he is, if he is sick. Because correct me if I'm wrong, it was surmised that he's the one that has ghoul fever.
He does.
It was his arm that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're willing to remain out of sight, I can do a non-violent way of getting him out here. No problem.
And what would that be?
What are you thinking?
The man's obsessed with me. Which, I mean, like, I can't blame him. I mean, have you looked at me? But also, he's obsessed with me. Just ask him out somewhere. And Yulad can ambush him or sneak in while he's not there, whatever.
Hmm.
Don't think
I
that's
mean,
gonna work.
and I don't want what happened. I don't want you to get hurt either, Kokoro.
Aw, thank you.
I will say, above table, if you guys would like some more information, the windows, some of them are broken in. So you can
Yeah.
peek if you would like.
That'd be great.
If you try to go, like, very far past this direction, it is a little slippery. So you will have to make an athletics check not to beef it. But yeah, you're more than welcome to take a look at through the windows.
Is that one where it could be athletics or acrobatics?
I'd accept acrobatics.
Athletics
Bad.
isn't a skill in Pathfinder.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
We're corrupting you.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Send a scout. I would like to.
Random side note.
Hmm.
I was looking at the skills and I saw bluff and I thought it was buff. I'm like, oh, there's no strength or whatever, but there's buff. Maybe that's oh wait, that's an L.
Spiel has 40 ranks in buff.
I'd like to make a buff check.
Why is Augie so buff?
All right. So who's your scout?
Augie.
Okay,
Augie.
whoa.
I would love if you sent Augie.
Or you could have I don't know, who do you wanna send?
I can tiptoe.
I mean, she does have decent stealth and acrobatics. But she's not gonna like this idea.
I mean, I'm sure Sabrichet would also be fun.
Can I make a random asshole of a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
DM?
What's up?
Could if Mesmine could get like an angle, could maybe use her sights on her gun? Try and get a little sneaky?
Yeah, sure, I'd allow that.
Sweet. Or, at the very least, make it easier for whoever wants to get closer.
So tell me what room you're going to take a look at, Mez.
If my Roll20 will load, sure. It's being difficult.
Well, at least that hasn't changed.
Would a screenshot help?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
Is there a room that you got? Oh, let me move closer to the front here.
Yeah. So
Because honestly, wait, Shay can kind of see already from here.
Yeah, like we can kind of see little bits here.
yeah, that's because the windows
Like
are
a
shot out,
Piano, I
not
think?
because I'm bad at walls.
Yeah.
That one's on purpose, I promise. So peeking in, yes, that's a well.
Is this a well?
So
Move slightly.
Okay. I was gonna say,
what's up? What were you gonna say?
oh, I was gonna look this way. It was my thing.
Okay.
Through
So
here, through this window here.
through this window here? Through this
Yeah.
window here, this is the main hallway of the room, and it is, well, it once was splendid. You can tell even just from peeking in, even though the ceiling is sagging and there's just a bloom of mold on some of the walls. You can tell that this place, when it was in its prime, must have been incredible. There are moldering trophies all along the wall. There's a boar, a bear, a fire pelt cougar, and a stag. And all of those are fairly large creatures, but the main thing, the point of pride of this room that has somehow remained untouched even all this time, well, it's a weird creature. It has the body of a lion, a scorpion's tail with dozens of razor sharp barbs, bat like wings, and a deformed humanoid face. That's what you see in this room.
Hmm. I keep forgetting that Shay has 120 vision,
Mm-hmm.
so she
At
probably
least on
scout from
creatures.
here.
Yeah. Then I will tell you, would you like to know this room?
Yeah,
Right. That
peeking around.
seems to have, at some point, been a dancing parlor. It's paneled in oak, and you can imagine that several years ago when it was maintained, the polish on it must have been incredible. And Shay is somebody who works with wood. You know good wood when you see it, even though here it's already started to rot. The floorboards are warped with moisture, and the paneling is scratched and spotted with mold. There's a grand piano in one corner of it. Its surface is splotchy, and the keys are warped. And it's leaning tiredly, slumped over almost like a drunkard in the corner.
She's gonna relay that to what she sees, what her tiefling eyes see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What else did she possibly spot?
If
Just
you want,
by peeking in.
oh sure. You could get to this room too in the back without too much trouble. That room back here, if you can see where I'm pinging, is a lounge, or what used to be a lounge. Right now, it's caked in white sheets of wispy fungus. You can also see dust swirling in the air in that room, which is a little strange. Just the way the dust is swirling, the patterns that it's moving in, they don't seem very natural.
Mm. Okay. Regroup. Round Dave.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's the plan?
Hunter report. So far, nothing spotted on the ground floor.
And even though Solo would not be able to like get a close look, as they're kind of peeking and looking and moving around, could she have kept an eye on the upper floors and see if there's any like movement in the windows? Any fun like
Yes.
ghosties just peeking?
I'm so glad that you asked that, Sola. Please roll me a perception check.
Okay. What is? So where is perceptual?
DM, can I have control of Dave?
Oh,
Is
sorry,
it
my bad.
25?
Thank you.
25. With a 25, there's a floor over here. The second floor, basically. But this room, the one that's overlooking it, has a very grand window that's still intact. And Sula, as you're looking up at it, for just a moment, you think you see a red-haired man. His hair tied back and a sallow look on his face, but more than anything, what stands out to you more than his powerful frame or his fine clothes is the look of absolute despair upon his face. He looks out the window, looks down at you, closes the curtain.
So it just frowns, kind of tilts her head, and once everybody groups back up again, still staring at that window, she shakes her head. There is somebody inside.
What floor are they on?
She points at the window. The second floor, he just closed the curtains.
Do you know who it was?
She shakes her head. Not a fox clue at the very least.
There was a resemblance, but it wasn't him. What do you do?
If we must go in, I suggest we go in quietly from the back. Rather than through the main door. And she kind of looks at Kokoro and tilts her head. Oh, I will keep some oil on the hands just in case.
You'll keep what on hand?
Oil on hand, because she suggested oil for fire.
Oh. She nods enthusiastically.
Okay. So as far as entering from not the main door, you can try here. There's another secondary entrance you can try here.
Would it be possible for Shay to swap her armor?
Yeah, of course.
Because we're gonna go stealthy. I should probably go for the lighter armor.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have swapped that on the way.
Okay.
Will you be top door? Bottom door?
I'd say this
I-
one.
Top
Okay.
one, yeah.
So that's the one we can
Okay.
see.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in formation, please.
Okay, ladies,
forget
now
your
let's get in
bird.
formation.
Dave!
Yes,
I
don't
can't
forget your
move
bird.
Dave!
What do you mean you can't move Dave?
I can't move Dave!
I can move
That is-
Dave!
I can see move Dave! And I can't!
Stole him already?
Give me back my bird!
I'm so sorry. I
have
must have
your own.
misclicked. I must have misclicked. I'm sorry there.
Can't believe this!
All right. So, let me go ahead and remove this for you. You may enter.
Fuck, Eastmark's not here, Trapman's not here.
The door, I will give this to you for free, is so warped and swollen thanks to the moisture here that if there was a trap, it has long since stopped working. Augie! Stop right there.
Oh god.
What do we roll for trap finding? Just
That is perception,
okay.
and then it's disable device to get rid of it. Now, anybody can roll disable device. It's just rogues are a lot better at it, and also rogues can dismantle magical traps.
I'm pretty sure we could all be able to spot the trap just fine.
If it's a
It's just-
magical trap, could use magic device be argued?
Unfortunately, not.
This is
It's a
bullshit.
very specific ruling. It's a very specific ruling. I'm so sorry. Augie, as you cross the threshold, something happens. You full body shiver. This place is not right. Every cell in your body is telling you that you need to leave immediately as a chill comes over you. You hear a whisper. Cousin, you should not have come here.
Cousin.
Mhm.
Shay,
You may
did,
proceed.
did you hear that?
Shay, you did not hear that.
just what?
Oh, so she doesn't want to appear crazy in hearing voices. She is going to take out her Harrow deck. Is
Mhm.
that cold?
It's a little chilly. It's not super cold, but it is chilly.
She's going to like get very close to Shay and whisper in her ear,
Mhm.
"There are ghosts here."
Fucking great. Fucking an arm. He's like in to hold Augie in make protect mode. Like, cool, great, love it. Any idea where?
She just like looks around, everywhere.
Fucking lovely.
And as more of you step into this place, I'm going to assume Mez, you're stepping into Coco.
My roll 20 is not updating, but yes.
Okay.
Can
I'll
drag
put you
them as
right over
along.
here. Wait, Sab, stop
Yeah.
right the fuck there.
Just wanted to play piano.
Oh, it's too fucking bad.
Is it? Oh, sorry, again.
So a couple things happen here. Firstly, the second that the last of you crosses the threshold, we'll say it's Coco, you all hear a sound. It's a woman sobbing. Just deep, despaired sobbing. Not unlike the ones that you had heard from Ginny only a few hours ago. It's coming from somewhere upstairs. Sab, as you step toward the dancing parlor, toward the piano here, I'm gonna need some saves.
Oh
So
boy.
you triggered something. Can everybody roll me perception first?
Okie dokie.
Oh boy.
19.
It's a 29, boss.
Okay.
that is a
19,
25.
Agasiana does not like the ghosts.
25.
Unless this counts as an evil outsider or still forest terrain.
It does not.
Understood.
27. Sola, we've got 29, was it, from you? And let me add Coco as well. 10. So, Bill, as you approach this piano, everybody hears faint piano music playing. Could somebody roll me a local check?
Or
And if you don't have ranks in a knowledge, you can't roll higher than 10, or I can't roll higher than the combined
10.
score.
You're treated as if you rolled a 10, even if you roll a 20.
Man, because I have a +5 to it. I should be able to get a 15 at least.
All right. Well, I mean, this is a fairly simple check, so a 10 would get you there. But those of you who have rolled above a 10, this is a Varisian composition that's playing. It's a very lively traditional tune. It's one of the ones that's played in a lot of the caravans that, while it's a standard, does tend to change from particular family to particular family. Augustiana, something about this one seems familiar to you. You start to tap your toe.
But it just seems familiar, like I don't actively recognize it.
You would recognize it as a standard Varisian tune. I don't think Augie would recognize this particular one unless, well, tell me something. How much digging has Augie done into Varisian culture and history?
I mean, since she's been back, none. But as a child, like she was a bookworm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll give you this for free then. This particular tune is associated with your clan of Varisians. This is your clan's variation on it.
What the hell?
Wait, so Augie's actually Varisian?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I fucked up. Was so instinctual.
So everybody gets to take an action now. We'll go in order. So, starting from the top, Sola, what is your action?
All that happened is we heard a music start, right?
Yes, you heard music start, and the
Mhm.
piano is clearly dilapidated.
Does it seem to be coming from the piano, or like?
Yes, it does seem to be coming from the piano. You can see the keys moving, and it's especially bizarre because you can see the hammers striking empty strings, and yet the music is exploding forth.
She doesn't really have much of anything that's useful here. Is it dark in here?
It is.
Well, I'll solve that problem. That can be my action. Dancing
Yes.
lights.
Dancing lights. All
No,
right,
you're
Augie.
just putting on a show.
Augie,
Okay.
what is your action?
I mean, she's gonna like instinctively kind of lean into the toe tapping, and like I assume that there is a somewhat culturally specific dance that goes along with the tune, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And if she knows it, she's gonna do it lightly, like not like grandiose to like draw attention, but kind of like just
Little
lean
shimmy.
into it.
All right, Shay. What's your turn?
I don't know what Shay can do here. Because the music is just coming from the piano, like, miraculously, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got an ass load of holy water, don't you?
Oh, yeah. But where am I going to throw it? Onto the piano?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna tell you what to do with it, but you could.
Okay. Is something that's at will in action?
At will, I mean, what is it?
I don't know if this would even be helpful here, but it's a Hail Mary to try and locate the exact source. Detect chaos?
Sure. I believe that's standard when used in combat. Let me see here. Is this? Yeah. God damn if it isn't chaotic. Yes, the piano is chaotic, and particularly
Hell yeah.
this area.
Particularly that area.
Mhm.
Cool. Holy water out?
Can we run it by dungeon meshy rules?
I know exactly what you're thinking when you say that.
Are you gonna
I-
build the piano?
I will
We're
allow
gonna-
that on ghosts.
On ghosts, okay.
Okay.
Sab.
Shay is going to point out the specific spot. It is with a fucking point of her finger as she takes out the holy water. Okay, is it possible to hot potato it to Sab?
That would be another action. Unless you drop it and Sab goes and picks it up.
I mean, I could run back and like hand it off, right? Like,
Relay?
Yeah, like she can hold it out, and that's fine.
all right, so I
Okay.
can run back and then try to throw it. Is what you want?
I guess, yeah.
Shay should be able to move still.
Yeah, she does have a move action.
Can stay here if
Okay.
you want.
Okay. So Shay is going to run up to Sab, holy water out, pointing exactly there. So again, yeah, fucker's right there.
Jay, what you? Okay. Attempt to throw holy water.
All right. Do you have the throw anything feat?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am not
Pathfinder?
fucking kidding you.
No, I'm
Hate this system. Yeah.
You can't do anything unless you have a feat for. Oh my god.
Apparently, apparently you are just a torso with no arms and legs until you have the feet for it.
So what I meant to say is pour holy water over hands and then punch the shadows.
I will allow this. I will allow this.
Oh, you're allowing this? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an attack.
That is a 24.
I was looking for a 25. I'm sorry.
That is a 25.
All right. Nothing this time. Coco.
Well, there's nothing for me to really do.
Oh, Mez isn't on the tracker either.
Oh,
it
sorry,
says
my
that.
bad. Thank you. Mez should have acted a while ago. So, Mez, is there anything you would like to do?
Look at the piano. See what's going on with that? How the fuck is it playing?
Mez, you know what?
Maybe there's a trick.
I'll let you make a smith check on this.
Yay.
Let me know what you get.
That's what I was hoping for.
All right, Mez.
26.
You don't exactly deal with pianos, but you do deal with some elements that are used in them. The hammers, some of the chords involved here, it's all very fine work. And as you study this, something occurs to you. The level of rot on this piano is unnatural compared to the rot in the rest of the room. Something about this piano was specifically targeted. This thing should not be in this much of a state of disrepair. All right. And
Kokoro.
then, Kokoro, do you have anything, or are you passing?
I have nothing to do here.
Okay. So it is now the Haunt's turn. Augie, could you make me a will save?
Oh God, Jesus.
Okay.
That's way better than I thought it was gonna be, honestly.
All right. So, Augie, as you're tapping your foot and you start dancing, something comes over you. You don't know exactly what, but something compels you to come closer into the room and to dance. Now you're fully into it. You're turning pirouettes, you're jumping, you're gliding across this moldy floor. This music being something that's taking all of your attention. And the more that you lose yourself to it as you're turning and turning and turning, the faces of your companions blur. And instead, you see a woman's face across from you. Give me just a moment here.
Augie, now's not the time.
Sorry, I can't hear you over these sick beats.
Yeah, you see this woman across from you. As you turn and turn and turn, this woman who's vibrant and beautiful and throwing her head back in laughter, you see her start to change. You see the rot come over her, and you see her fade closer and closer to death. But with each turn, you find yourself still dancing, dancing, dancing. It isn't until she has fully started to rot, until you can smell the rot, until you can feel her sallow skin against yours, that you're able to pull away. Could you roll me a 1d6? Okay. Could you roll me a 1d2?
Jesus Christ, how do I do a 1d2?
Slash roll 1d2.
Or just
Roll.
split a larger die.
Base?
Yeah.
1d2?
Yeah, space 1d2. Okay. Can I get a will save from everybody else?
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Do 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 do. That's gonna be a 9.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I didn't get a 1,
the
but I
hell?
got a
You
2.
Are you guys
buddies.
okay?
No, we're not.
This is a fear effect.
This is
So you'll
not
get
a
some help.
fear effect.
Charlie, come get your homies.
All right, we've got an 8, we've got a 9. What else have we got?
25.
Okay.
Soul is fucking
Soul
fine.
is fine. Sab, what have you got?
27.
You're fine. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
cool.
Everyone below the age of 25 is
Everyone
not fine.
below the age of 25. Okay. So, as you're swept up in this dance, you manage to pull away Augustiana. And when you do, there is a horrible look of anger on this woman's face. And she shrieks. Now, the rest of you don't see any of this. All you see is Augustiana pirouetting across the ground, making leaps that she should not be able to make unassisted, clearly holding on to something, or perhaps something holding on to her. But you do hear that shriek. And everybody who rolled below a 15, so everybody below the age of 25, takes 1 wisdom damage.
Oh, God.
Can you define what wisdom damage is again?
It lowers your wisdom score by 1.
And you said below 15?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Augie, you also take 1 point of strength damage.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's fine. I don't need strength. What?
Okay.
So can we put a -1 in temp? Is that what?
Oh, that's what I
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because
All right.
this is stuff that has to be healed, or it goes away on rest.
This is the stuff that, let me see, I believe this is the one.
Damage goes away on rest. It's
Yes.
drained. It's the bad one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Augie, the cards are very, very cold in this area of the room. Once you are done, you are exhausted. You also become fatigued, incidentally. You
Oh,
gain the
damn.
fatigued condition. As you are finally released from this woman's grasp.
Is there a toggle for that, or
Let me see here. I don't believe there is a toggle.
Yeah, there is. If you click on
Oh.
conditions.
Oh, cool. Well, there you go.
At the top, under
oh,
Pathfinder.
okay, conditions. Thank you.
I don't know if it does the math for you or not on that sheet.
You take a -2 on all attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
Jesus.
My God!
First room.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
The haunt is, well, it seems satisfied for now. You can move normally.
Does Augie look fucking out of it?
She's
Beeline.
pulling one of these.
Beeline to Augie.
Take Sola's medicine. Take Sola's medicine.
What is the medicine?
One of my herb witch medicines. I can remedy or attempt to end the blinded, deafened, fatigued, nauseated, or sickened condition.
Go
With
for
an
it.
herbalist check with a DC equal to the spell of the effect,
Oh, equal to the spell. All right.
or a DC 25 check if the condition was caused by an effect that doesn't allow a saving throw.
It does allow a saving throw, but, it does not list the spell level here, unfortunately. It's CR3, so I will give it to you at, like, DC equal to spell level, you said?
So, hold on, let me find it again. Why did I completely lose the paragraph that I was reading? I apologize. There
Don't
it
worry
is.
about it.
Profession herbalist check with a DC equal to the spell or effect that caused the condition.
We'll
I think
call
it
it
would
a
be
30.
against the save that originally.
Oh, okay. Then 15. You're looking for a 15.
Okay, herbalist. So I have to roll a 5. And when you roll no, I rolled a 10.
There you go. Augie, the fatigued condition is healed.
Oh, mon Dieu!
Just holds up the potion as she starts to like faint. Has her drink it. When she like revives, Sola just nods and tucks away the vial. I am assuming you saw something.
Yes, there are ghosts here.
This is fun.
You saying you didn't figure that out when the piano started playing on its own?
Could have been mechanical.
And the ghosts seem to be
Yeah, that's what I
interested in.
thought too.
Ghosts seem to be interested in you, though.
I haven't any idea why.
Double check how many make. How many of these do I have?
After making sure that Augie is alright and upright, Shay's gonna fucking ping out Detect Chaos again.
The piano is still detecting as chaotic.
There was a cold coming from right in front of the piano, and she'll point in that same spot that you marked.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something there.
Detect magic.
Sola, well, this is magic, but it's also not a spell of any kind that you're aware of. I'll say Sola has lived long enough that she probably realizes this is more of a haunting than it is a spell trap. Until you have managed to either use a dispel thing, if somebody here happened to be a cleric, or until you soothe the souls of those inside the house, this thing is going to attack again. Maybe not now, maybe not in a few hours even, but it will attack again.
Question. Is
Mhm.
this something we can see? Like, does it have a form?
No,
Or is it more of just like a trap that just keeps re-triggering?
it's a trap that keeps re-triggering, basically.
Okay.
Don't know if it's relevant, but before she forgets, Augustiana is going to take out like one of her, I don't know, books of poetry, and she's going to try to sketch the woman's face that she saw.
You can do that. You certainly got a good enough look at her to do that.
Should you sketch the alive version or the rotted version?
Both.
Wait,
Both is
what?
good.
Both is good. It's gonna turn. It's like, is there a way to try and get rid of this?
You would need a consecrate spell, or you would need to use your channel.
Got neither of those.
Yeah.
We can get rid of this by getting the hell out of here.
True.
One, two. Okay. Might as well.
All right. What would you guys like to do now?
I'm assuming the doors did not slam shut after us.
It did not.
Is this a door?
That is indeed a
Is this
door.
a door?
That is also a door.
Okay.
Mez is going to check out the door, trying to steer clear of the piano.
This door, like all of the others, is rotted and mildewy, and the closer you get to it, the more the smell just seems to stick to the roof of your mouth. It's warped and swollen in the frame. But again, this door would not be worth the effort to trap. You can open it if you like.
Y'all
Did-
mind if I...
Detect chaos ping.
Nothing.
Okay.
It's a lawful door.
All right. I'm assuming that means you guys are opening the door.
The more crowding, the more insistent Mezid wants to open the door.
Okay. Door open. You've opened into a hallway. The wood seems to creak and groan. The door opening just too slowly, scraping against the floor. You have to force it to really get it open. This hallway is long, dark. The carpet below is already half rotted away. You can see fungus growing along the sides of the walls here. But it does seem to be just a fairly standard hallway. Nothing too remarkable about it. There's one door here, one door here, and it appears to open to another room back here.
So we got some choices to make.
Probably not the one down there, because there's ghosts. Probably a couple of them in there.
I agree.
Shay is pointing to the one at the end of the hall. If I remember correctly, DM, you said that the room that was over in that direction had a bunch of swirling, abnormal dust.
That is correct. I did say that.
Yep, and now there's confirmed ghosties. It's like, yeah, no, those are probably all ghosts. Don't like it.
I don't know if I
Ghost.
really want to go this way, though.
There a reason?
There was some sort of statue there, and I don't know if like the piano could get possessed. I don't know. I don't really want to fight something like that. If it, could be possessed too.
Well, on one hand, probably tough. On the other hand, I'd rather fight something I can say than just dust.
Hmm.
Castiana's gonna again whisper in Shay's ear,
Mm-hmm.
we need to go that way, and point at this door.
Is there a reason?
Woman's intuition?
Bullshit.
Shay is not taking your shit today.
Lower her voice, because I'm guessing Augie's kind of getting a little antsy about it. I imagine Shay is sticking so close to Augie now.
I mean, Augie's sticking close to Shay. I don't know about both ways.
Yeah. It's like, okay. Just gonna lean in and lower her voice. Augs, what's going on?
The cards are cold.
And that means
I don't know exactly. I just don't like it.
were they cold before the other girl showed up?
Yes, my entire body shivered.
Okay. So they're getting colder now?
Yes, the further we walk that way.
Let's try walking the other way, because it might be everywhere, really. Gonna turn to Mesmine and Zap. Hold on a second. Gotta test something.
Yeah, this is a great time for
No.
that.
Leave down.
Yeah. Perfect. Good. We'll walk with Augie over here. Fucking ghost detector.
After every 3 steps, she turns over and makes sure that Shay's still there.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
super duper cold here, and then they
Mhm.
start to get warmer as you walk along this way. They seem regular body temperature here.
So,
They're not as cold over here.
okay. Mind explaining that to everyone?
I mean, I would, but I don't even understand it myself.
Better than nothing.
She'll sort of shrug, like, okay.
Okay, let's go back. Shay will be closer to the piano.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Like walking along the street.
yeah, exactly. Just move Augie away from the piano before fucking bops get her dancing again. It's like,
Clear your throat like everybody wasn't watching that entire thing.
yeah, right?
Yeah, you clear your throat. They were all looking at you.
So, these cards, they get cold when the ghosts come.
Did Sola pick up anything from the cards with the detect magic?
Cards are magical, but not quite. In somewhat the similar way of the haunts, it seems as if there's just some sort of, not a formal spell, but some sort of energy packed into these things. And as best you can tell, it's some kind of divination.
Sola, I imagine this whole time has like kind of had John like cuddled close in a hand
Mm-hmm.
with Holly just sitting beside her. And she just tilts her head. It would make sense. The cards are energized with divination. They may show us what we may not be able to see.
Yeah.
And they are saying, don't go that way. And she points where Mesmine and Sabine are.
Are they saying that, or are you saying that because you're scared?
The side eye that she is giving right now
So
could
Please.
cut diamonds.
very, very placid, very calm. And Sola knows that haunts you have to soothe ghosts, right?
Yes.
If you have any desire to deal with all of this, if any of you have any desire, we must calm the spirits, not run away from them.
Mez is gonna poke her head through the door. She was listening, but kind of watching Sabine.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll poke her head and look to Augie. So it's kind of like, I mean, if it is, it's kind of like that game, like where it's Marco Polo, I think,
Hot and cold.
where hot and cold, yeah. So if it's getting colder, isn't that where you don't want to go?
Yes,
Technically,
that is correct.
Yet it was colder when the ghost came, no?
Hmm. And it's colder down that hallway.
Which means a ghost that we may need to deal with is that way.
no. What
didn't.
I mean is, if it's warmer, isn't that where we actually want to go? Technically,
That means there is
so
nothing hinging on divination.
Above table, just to clarify here, the cards effectively function as like a detect ghost or detect haunt situation. So they get
Okay.
colder when there's a haunt or a ghost nearby.
Reverse hot and cold.
Mm-hmm. They don't have hot. They only get colder.
And so right
Well-
now, this hallway down here is colder, and over
Yes.
here is room temperature.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a haunt south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mez was just trying to throw a wrench into or I'm trying to throw a wrench into the
Oh,
to the
yeah,
pot.
no worries then.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, wait, that's not how the game works.
Hmm.
It's not a game.
This is real
This
life.
is real life! But go on. Actually, as all of this is happening, Augie, could you make me a perception check?
Jesus Christ!
It's okay. It's okay.
He's not going to save you here.
Welcome to being the center of the attention for the dungeon. It's not fun, is it?
No!
Augie, as you're hearing all of this, you hear a different woman's voice whispering again in your ear. Cousin, help us.
It just feels like a bad version of Wrong Turn. She's gonna again like lean into Shay and be like, "Did you hear that?"
Now, what they say?
It's a woman's voice, and she'll then speak a little louder so that at least Sola can hear. She's asking for help.
It was Parisian, by the way.
Oh, in
Ah.
Varisian.
It would seem that at least some people here are perhaps stuck here unwillingly.
You think you could ask them something? What do they want from you?
You mean help? It sounds like.
Could they be a little more specific?
I have been asking the spirits to be more specific for 800 years.
You'd think they'd get it by now.
How's that been working for you?
And Sola just sighs. I am still here, am I not?
I mean, I guess the spirits want that to happen.
Mm.
Out loud, she's just gonna be like, "Could you be more specific?"
There is silence. You get nothing. There's a stillness that comes over the air.
Worth a shot.
Well, I don't think anybody's home, so we can go now.
They've left. We're good. Let's pack it up, man.
Alright, so which way are we heading?
Okay, if we want to deal with the haunt, we go south. If we want to avoid the haunt, we go east.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you have any ideas on how to deal and soothe the haunt? Because I have, like, nothing except holy water.
All I can think, we have to find the lore to find out how to soothe.
Yeah.
But I don't know which is better for finding lore, avoiding the haunt, or heading right into the haunt. Because usually, haunts, the lore is also what is being haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dancing didn't
Unfortunately.
seem to work, so don't do that.
Well, we have
Yeah.
face now. So maybe it did work.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
that's fair.
if we go into the haunt, we kind of force a confrontation. If we go elsewhere, we can still go to the haunt later.
True.
Alright, so to expedite matters, I'm going to go ahead and take a vote.
Okay.
We'll start from the top. Amy, haunt or no haunt?
No haunt.
Okay, one vote, no haunt. Iris.
I'm literally fine either way. I don't have an
Iris?
opinion.
Iris, I swear
Flip
to
a
God.
coin.
No abstaining.
Okay. I'm not abstaining. I'm just gonna go with majority. But even is haunt.
Okay, so no
So
haunt.
no haunt.
Alright, Oggs.
Haunt.
Okay, that's 2-1. No haunt to haunt. Coco.
I desire chaos and can make life difficult for everybody, so I pick haunt
Okay.
and let somebody
Even
else be the
vote.
tiebreaker.
2-2.
All right, Matt. Haunt or no haunt?
Oh, I love that game show. No.
Okay, that's 3 votes haunt. So Z, you can either tie, or we're going with haunt.
The chaotic part of me wants to make a tie to like fuck things up, but
That's why I voted haunt. Join me.
If you do that, then I will force Charlie to pick.
Charles.
Do it.
I see us as the absolute
Decide our fate, Charlie.
No, but Sola is of the opinion of heading into the haunt at the moment.
Okay.
So, we have decided on haunt then. Thank you all for participating in democracy. Somebody play the I Love Democracy sound clip, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Best I can do is this.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
But now I have
So-
a fucking dancing crab in my head.
Perfect.
Sab, you enter the room. Even you can just smell and taste the mold in the air here. And as you take a step forward, the house creaks up above you again, and you think you hear a child running somewhere. But you can't quite place it. You haven't triggered anything yet.
Hmm.
That's nice. Is that statue you're talking about, Miss?
Yep.
How was that?
I'll accept knowledge nature or arcana on this one.
Hey, I have
Could-
those.
Sabine, would you like some assistance?
Absolutely.
21.
Alright.
27 before Mez's help.
Alright. So, you both know, then, that this is a manticore. And Sola, you've read about manticores. I don't know if you would have encountered one of them, but Sabine, you know a bit more about manticores. A very strange choice here. Not a lot of people encounter them at all, and of course they're highly venomous. In a room filled with creatures of Resia, it's also a strange pick. You see manticores more in Osirian, which is the Egypt analog.
This is a statue of it.
It's a statue.
This part seems to be a different color, man.
It's
It's
got a
that's the
stinger.
barb. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
tail.
So does it look like there's a... Can I roll perception to see if that's like the actual fucking stinger that's just been slapped on a statue?
Sure.
Is it in armor? 'Cause that's what it
I
looks
mean-
like to me.
I mean, it looks to me like a lotus, or not a lotus, a locust shell.
Mm,
Don't say that.
Like, has the
20.
manticore molted?
30.
Do manticores molt?
With a 31, Sola, you're so very perceptive. So very, very perceptive. That is not, in fact, part of the statue. It seems that in place of a stinger, they've actually placed a weapon. It's a khopesh.
That's a curved sword, right?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sola just kind of blinks and like there's a furrow of her brows, and she tilts her head. They put a sword instead of a stinger.
And with that high, I will also tell you that it is magical. You can see the sheen of magic on it.
Detect chaos.
Detect chaos at the statue?
Yep.
The statue is not chaotic.
Always
Mhm.
worth a shot.
What about the sword?
Try the weapon.
The sword
Mm-hmm.
is not chaotic, but it does ping as necromantic.
Hmm.
Don't like that.
Yeah, just avoid that.
This is below where she saw the person, right?
That is correct.
Is
He would have
there?
been just above you.
But it's a solid floor, I'm assuming.
Solid floor.
Okay.
Hasn't given yet. You can see up above the ceiling is bowed as if it might break, but it's still holding.
If we move through here, there's a decent chance we're going to have to move past that. You're just going to guess it's going to move?
If that doesn't, I'm assuming one of the other decorations might just gesturing to the various heads on the wall. And for some reason, I have to share this. The bear, like, fucking
Mhm.
rug that I can see, for some
Mhm.
reason, it looked like a platypus for a hot
I
second.
was
and-
thinking that.
It does look like a I was also thinking that.
It's a platypus bear.
It's a giant
Platypus
platypus.
bear.
Bury the platypus.
Carrie.
All right.
Sorry, Kira.
No, go on, go on. It does sort of look like that. This is a map that I found that's more detailed than the map that you would have had.
No,
That's
it's great.
it's actually a cat pelt. It's meant to be. So
Huh.
it's meant to be a cougar. So just
Oh, the I mentioned before.
We appreciate it. We're just ADHD kicks in on occasion.
that's fair.
Yeah.
So what would you guys like to do about this room, though?
I have an idea.
Oh.
Algae? Cards? Cards?
I mean, they've never left her hand, so I assume that
Card.
they're
The card.
still cold.
Mm-hmm. They are still cold. Are you doing a sweep box? You know, like you're trying to look for a cell phone signal?
I don't want to, but I guess.
And also perception check for
Oh,
traps.
wow.
Yep.
Augie.
And
Oh,
also
she will
Stop
be with
right
her.
the fuck there.
attack.
Hold on. Augie
Stop.
has her protector
Stop.
with her.
Stop right there,
Not
Oggs.
moving. Not moving.
Oggs, as you are detecting you're moving around, this area here seems very cold.
I'm gonna die
And-
today.
As you approach it, Mesmine, can you make me a perception check?
Sure. Do. Perception check.
Perception.
Mez, this is something that you know better than anybody. As you're standing in this room, well, they say that scent is closest tied to memory, and there's some memories that hang around more than any others for you. Some that keep you up at night, replay again and again. There are some that are written on your flesh. Mesmine, you smell burning hair and burning skin.
Hmm.
Mm. Mez. Oh, she looks like she smells something very unpleasant. She looks so perturbed.
Does she say anything?
I wouldn't. Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't go any further. I think there's something there. Something burning.
Above table, you have determined the area of the haunt to be roughly south of Mesmine and to the left of where Shay is. Right now, Shay is on the very fucking border.
Can you? Can we get a board like a circle?
Sure. I'll draw you a circle. Somewhere in this area.
Hmm.
Now, you guys did vote to trigger the haunt.
Hey,
Okay, but
Shay,
somebody
take a
else is
step to
walking
your
in there.
left.
Hmm?
Hey, Shay, can you take a step to your left?
She looks at Seville, flips her off.
Ooh, rude.
Why
Yeah,
don't we
fucking
send
rare.
one of them? Points to the 3 animals in the room.
Good luck with that.
How fucking dare you?
I
Well,
imagine
well, they're
like
arguing.
Agita points that way, and like Sola immediately has to reach up and pinch John's beak closed.
Yeah, he was about to say some shit.
Yeah, so how do you want to go about this?
Can I throw like a single caltrop into the area?
You can if you like. I'll tell you above table, it won't trigger. Only
Okay.
animate objects trigger the haunt.
Yeah, yeah. I'll still throw the caltrop. Nothing happens. Step
Yeah.
forward.
The
Uh,
dancing from the last room, Augie. You saw something that was not there, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Did the room look the same beyond that?
I'm so glad that you asked that. The room was in perfect condition.
The room was pristine.
Sola nods. Edin, there might be some connection between the huntings and what's going on in each room. No? So, maybe if we know that, she gestures in the vague direction, it is where the hunting is, and we take a look around first, so we don't miss anything.
hmm.
Is there a lithograph here?
That's
Yes.
what I was thinking.
Mhm.
There's words.
Words.
So, let me just go ahead and pull this up for you, because there is a lithograph there. So,
Is it also in Varisian?
yes.
This my kin.
So, Sab, do you read Parisian?
Do I?
Is it on your
No.
language list? Okay. It's in Parisian. You can read a year though. 4693 AR.
Which is what compared to now?
Yeah, great question.
Okay. The current year, if I'm not mistaken, is 4707, but I can double check for you.
So
Okay.
like 20 years? Something?
Yes. Quite a while ago.
Oh,
Well, I can tell you it's about 20 years ago in Varisian. That's all I got.
does everyone else speak Parisian?
So
Yes, it's
it does.
4707 AR.
Hmm.
Pretty sure Mez does.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
does Shay, and obviously Augie. And I assume Sola.
Man, you're just all French.
Right. So, those of you who can read Varisian can read in commemoration of Traver Foxglove's greatest hunt.
So we'll translate for Samuel. And I'm assuming
Thank
Kokoro.
you.
Does Kokoro speak Parisian?
I don't think she does.
uh,
That's Traver, Traver.
Traver.
Mm-hmm.
Foxglove's greatest hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy version of Trevor.
Yep. And a
Don't know.
Trevor does seem like a motherfucker would have a bunch of bears and whatnot mounted on the wall, don't he?
Does that name ping anything for anybody?
Well, yes, it would. Shay, you've heard that name before.
Oh, okay, cool.
You've heard that name before because it came up in discussion with Ismark.
Yes.
Traver Foxglove was the last Foxglove who wanted to try and live in the Misgivings. That
Right.
did not go super well for him. Of note is that Traver Foxglove is Aldern Foxglove's father.
His dad, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And is Aldrin the one that's sick?
Aldern is the one that's sick and committed the murders, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Right. Try to remember in that conversation. Thinking.
As Solo worked her way around the back here,
Mm-hmm.
was there anything other than just
I'm
pelts
so
and
glad
animal
that you
heads?
asked. I'm so glad that you asked, Sola, because I'm glad that you in particular asked this question.
Oh, fuck me.
Could you roll me a perception check? It's very simple, DC.
24.
24. Sola, you are drawn to this pelt. God alone knows why. But perhaps more interesting to you as you approach it is the pattern of fungus around it. It's a spiral. And if you were to move the pelt aside, you would see that it's sort of. Let me see if I can draw it here without it looking terrible. It's sort of in this particular shape. And as you approach it, Sola, you've seen something like this fungus before. Because something about it, the color, the smell of it, reminds you of the plants that have been growing alongside your shop, Light of Humanity.
Solo kind of mutters under her breath in Samsaran. Now very unhappy.
Mm-hmm. Are you casting Detect Magic?
Yeah, she keeps that pinging quite often.
Sola, there is magic in this room, but don't worry. It's not the spiral nor the carpet. Instead, it's something that's attached to the wall. It's a novelty taxidermied animal head with a rope hanging down from it. This thing detects as very faint abjuration. It looks like the sort of bell you would ring for dinner.
Sola kind of looks from the plaque, translates the plaque for Sabine, looks back over her shoulder at what she saw down the hallway, looks at the group, looks back at the hallway. I have a sneaking suspicion that the cult or the Brotherhood or whatever it is they might be is into more than a few things they shouldn't have been. She just kind of like points towards the hallway at first.
Yeah. Something happened to this guy 4 years ago? Think?
Oh, well, what happened?
She just shrugs.
Augie,
Not-
would you like to make me a knowledge local check?
Sure.
So, Augie, you are pretty in tune with the goings on, the rumors, and everything. Ah, who'd we lose there? Did we lose Chuck?
Charles.
Well, good night,
Mhm.
Charlie. Right. So you're familiar with some rumors. You've heard some ghost stories, especially from other Varisians. This is the sort of thing that other people talk about. Traver Foxglove moved in here and was trying to reclaim it around 4687 AR. Things went all right. Traver was a pretty strapping sort of fellow, a hunter, as you might imagine. He moved in with his husband and his kids. But something eventually gave, and it was Traver's husband that set fire to the servants' quarters. And Traver himself ended his own life shortly after. They never found any trace of the husband.
You guys want to hear some gossip?
Is it related to this?
Yes, and then she'll share about the Foxglove's husband. They never found his body.
Yeah. She kind of snaps her fingers. I think Alder and Eve are talking about that.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Who's
I
talking
think
about that?
Aldern and Ease were talking about that.
Oh, okay.
So he was planning on coming back and fixing up the place where all that happened?
Yeah, he said he wanted to cleanse it.
That explains a lot about what happened to him.
Don't think it turned out all that well.
Hey, Mez, are you looking around at all? Smiley face.
Yeah.
Mez, what's
Yeah.
your
Kind of
vision?
peeking around.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think you've got it. Mez,
I think
oh, go
it's
on.
actually over here, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Like looking at these things.
Well, they are very stately. In an absolute state of disrepair. But
Kinda.
man, did this guy hunt. These things are fucking huge. But Mez, I think something that would catch your eye, if you'd allow me, are the windows here at the end of the hall. You have never in your life seen windows this beautiful. And you can tell even from a distance that these things are absolute works of art. And another strange thing that you notice is that they're completely intact. The rot that has taken over the house does not seem to have affected the windows at all.
Whoever that happened to, are you okay?
Oh, that was just Matt's water bottle, I think.
Ah,
Okay. I'm a little concerned.
sound like the bonk sound effect.
Yeah, I thought something like hit someone's head and they fell. I mean, so you said not to cross through here, correct?
She hasn't said that, but you can see she keeps glancing towards that hallway. So she is unsettled by something that direction.
Get
If
a
you,
slight closer look.
you get a
Sure.
little hiss from Sola.
Well,
Okay.
as you
Still
get
stop.
closer, Mez, I'll give you another thing for free. Mez, you've done a lot of work on a lot of houses, incidental stuff. You've participated in the planning of them. And something occurs to you about the shape of this one. That area over there, that end of that hallway, would have probably the best view of the entire Varisian coast. Situated as it is on a cliff facing the sea. And it's weird that somebody would choose to put stained glass windows at the very end of it. Especially ones you can't see through. It's like lighting money on fire.
Yeah. What about the sun? The sun is shining through it, right? Through the glass?
Yeah, it's about sunset time.
Is there any design on the floor, like reflecting inward, maybe?
You can see the designs on the windows themselves, if you like.
But nothing like reflecting onto the floor or whatever.
No, it's just the pattern from the windows, although there are images on the windows.
Can I tell what the images are?
Sure. So each one of them depicts a monster rising out of smoke, pouring from a 7-sided box. They depict different things going north to south. So, gonna start from north. This one here is a gnarled tree with an enraged face. This one is a massive, hook-beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage. This one is a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and a snarling woman's upper torso. This one is a deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes. And this one doesn't have a monster at all. This one just has fire coming out of the box.
What in the hell was this guy smoking?
Fucking monster manual, apparently.
I mean, Mez will relay that information to the party.
Anything interesting about any of those creatures?
Can you make me an Arcana check?
Is that for everybody?
No.
If
No.
Mez tells everybody, then Sola can certainly make that check.
Hey.
Does this? You said it was a squid thing. That wouldn't happen to have been like the thing we encountered previously, right?
No, this is a much larger squid.
Would you believe that's a nat
Okay,
20?
just making sure.
Okay, nat 20.
For a total of 31.
With a nat 20, I will also tell you what the creatures are. So, they're a tree ant is the first one. A rock is the second. A sphinx is the third. A kraken is the fourth. The fifth one. The fifth one doesn't match any animal that you know of, though. Whether that's more of a artistic rendering or if it's not an animal at all, you're not certain, but something about it, you don't like looking at it. Another thing you'll get with the Nat 20, all of these are remarkably long-lived creatures. And the runes that are on this box seem to be necromancy related. The monsters aren't emerging from the boxes. They're being drawn in. And the snarling features on their face isn't rage, it's fear.
What? Okay, so the spiral and the fungus and stuff, like, is associated to Sola, at least thus far, Thessalonian shit, right?
Yes. She knows that the Thessalonians dealt with it.
Was there a necromancy tied to one of the Runelords?
Well, there is. Necromancy is, I believe, a school of Thessalonian rune magic. Why do I ever close this fucking page? I swear to God.
Which magic?
Gluttony.
Yeah, gluttony for necromancy.
Hmm.
Okay. Sola, like, takes a few steps closer as Mez is talking about the windows, and will just kind of hold out a hand in front of her and motion towards the fungus. And just a silent, like, don't touch that. And will then explain what the stuff on the windows is to everybody. Shaking her head slightly. I do not like the implication of all of those creatures being absorbed by anything. Especially not together.
Real monster fixation on that guy, huh? You reckon they were doing something with him?
And she just kind of like tilts her head one way and the other. Those specific creatures I do not know, but they were certainly doing something. She gestures towards the fungus. East. The fungus that, as far as I am aware, was created in Thessalon. Been invading my house and my shop. Since she just like waves vaguely. It is here. And there is magic here that I do not know that any of us really want to touch.
Well, sooner or later we're gonna have to try to touch something.
Is there a way for us to get past it safely?
Could try jumping.
Looks at Sabiel, then looks at Mez, and then Shay, and then back at Sabiel. I think you might be the only one that would be able to do that. Assuming Sola has not figured out a good way of dealing with this beyond very careful, very methodical.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
is virulent.
She just shakes her head. I have not been able to figure out how to deal with it beyond a very, very long day of work.
You do see 2 doors on either side of it. This door. This door.
Perhaps if there's a way around behind, you will not have to touch anything.
Yeah, let's see. No way through here. There was the hallway that should link up. So, that's one Shay didn't want to go down.
Man. Augie, you are in this room over there, the one that you are looking into. Let me pop up my handy dandy guide here. That is the drawing room. As you're looking around, could you make me a perception check? Reflected in this glass for just a moment, you see that woman's face again. But other than that, the cards are fairly cool here.
In the reflection, does she look pretty or haggard?
She looks haggard, but the look in her eyes isn't one of anger anymore. It's desperation.
And is this a door?
This is a door. This is a
Okay.
set of stairs.
Is the
There's
stairs leading from the drawing room up or from the main room up?
From the drawing room up.
there is a door over here and a set of stairs.
Well, could see if this leads around. Don't suppose your cards say there's anything in there.
They are not cool at this point.
Can't hurt to open this door then.
All right. You open that door. And what is spread before you, Sabine, it's so appropriate that you opened this one. This is the library.
Ooh.
There are 2 chairs here. One of which is on its side. There's a nice, cozy stone fireplace. But there is other things here, too. There's a book sitting face down between the 2 chairs, and a stone bookend over here, carved to look like a praying angel with butterfly wings, lies on its side. And you can see stains of blood mixed in here, Sabine, with the mold.
Well, somebody had a lot of fun in here.
Augie, your cards are cold.
Oh, it is cold
Not
again.
super cold, but cold. There's a haunt somewhere in this room.
Oh, let me guess, it's that bug yonder on the ground?
Perhaps.
Perhaps me.
It is, in fact, that book yonder on the ground. Oh, I should mention, right over here as well is a scarf. Red and gold. Vibrant and beautiful and strung with coins.
Want it.
Fucking don't be greedy.
I mean, you can get around the haunt.
Okay, you go touch the book, because you're a librarian, and I'll get the scarf.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
No!
Oh, come on, Jay.
This is the scarf here, by the way.
Lucky's going for it.
Oh my god. It's always fashion and Prada, that's her weakness.
I mean,
This
are
is
you going to
vintage.
physically stop her?
She's too
Chase
hot.
too far away.
Yeah, she was waiting for
Okay.
Mess.
Augie, I thought you didn't like scary things.
This is a very beautiful scarf, Augie.
That scarf isn't scary. It's beautiful.
You ever want to think why it's not rotted?
We were possessed by the ghosts that had belonged to them. It was nice knowing you.
Perhaps it's just high quality.
Just like the bag I got.
Fucking.
Just like that piano. Plays even when it's busted. Must just be high
You-
quality.
Pick up the scarf.
Chaos
No.
Ping.
Nope, she's eyeing it, but she hasn't moved any further yet.
Yeah. Anything on the Chaos Pings?
Yes.
You
can get-
Jeez.
A ping on an area here. Wait, hold on. I don't know why it's drawing like that, but there you go.
Okay, cool. Don't like that corner.
Are these books on book stands here
Yeah, those are all books.
Mm-hmm.
that are like opened?
Well, actually, sorry, I misunderstood your question. These are meant to be chairs, I think. No, they're
Okay.
not, because the chairs are over here. Yes, those are books on book stands. Those are just there for fluff.
Gotcha. Okay. I imagine
This
Solus,
book is a book on Varisian history, though. You can see from the cover.
Okay. Shay's
Sola,
gonna. Sorry, again?
I'm just saying, Sola's gonna like walk along the shelves, like looking at the books that are still on the shelves for the moment.
Okay. Shay's gonna point to the around this wall.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna point to this over here, this area by the fireplace. It's like, yeah, don't go over there. There's a something. Probably a ghost. Don't like it.
Now,
Hey.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh, Matt, I'm so glad that you moved there. Augie,
Why?
I'm even more glad that you moved there.
Fucking the two of you.
I didn't
Augie,
touch it.
go ahead and make me a will save.
God
Oh.
fucking damn it! I was about to say if Sola saw Sabine like looking a little too mischievous, she would sort of wave Sabine over, fucking cast guidance on her.
Interesting. Let's see. So, Augie, as you approach within 5 feet of this beautiful scarf, you have
Damn.
another shiver of fear. Another tremble comes over you, and as you blink your eyes, the room is once more not pristine, but in a good state. Better than it is now. You don't see any of the blood here or anything like that. You are afraid, though, because there's a man in front of you. One whose face is snarled and contorted with absolute rage. And he takes a step towards you. What
Oh.
were you doing with him?
With who?
You try to say that. Your mouth moves. The words don't quite come out. And instead, what you find yourself saying is, Aldern, darling, it wasn't like that. Now, you're not paralyzed with fear. You are afraid. But could you make me a fortitude save?
Oh, Can I just say no? Like, is that an option?
That is not an option. Oh god.
Should have been an option.
Yeah, about the same
Oh.
as saying no.
Oof. Oof.
Jay
Oof.
said no.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
You start to try and move away, and the man he takes the scarf. It seems to fly through the air, and it tangles itself around your throat
Hmm.
and starts to strangle you. A failure on this indicates that you are immediately reduced to -1 hit points and die.
What?
Okay.
So Augie's dead now.
She's not dead, but she is down. You need to get the scarf off of her.
Can we all
Mez
see this happening?
instantly drop. Fuck. Mez drops her shit and goes to help Augie.
Mez, how are you helping Augie?
Trying to rip that scarf off.
Okay. Make me a strength check. I would also accept. Oh, 20. Okay. Holy
Adrenaline.
shit. Adrenaline Mez. Fucking come through.
Hell yeah.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Adrenaline Mez comes through, and Mez, this thing is wound tight around her throat. But you are able to wrench it away. And the second that it leaves her, it goes limp in your hand.
This might be a bad idea, but instinct on Mez here. Can Mez spark it?
Ignite it?
Yeah, she has the spark spell.
Sure, you can burn the scarf.
Yeah, that's her instinct. Rip it off and burn it.
You burn the scarf, and it burns to ash before your eyes.
We're gonna stabilize first.
Yeah, she's stable now.
Yeah, freaking. Oh,
Is that at like 0 and
You're at
unconscious?
-1. Still.
It prevents you from dying, essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're at -1. But you are
Damn.
alive.
Jeez.
Sputtering for breath.
Oh, didn't want to use one of these, but use one of these. Cure moderate wounds. Get your ass back up.
we have a shit ton of potions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I feel like feeding a potion to somebody unconscious doesn't really work that well.
There are no rules against it, actually. There are actually no rules against that.
With how finicky the system is, I'm
Popcorn.
surprised.
Yeah, that's a fucking
Pop
surprise.
cork, stuff it mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. You can go ahead and pop some potions into Augie's mouth as she's sputtering in front of you.
Pull up this ledger again. Thank you again, Matt, for this blessed object.
Right?
Okay, potion, cure moderate wounds. We have nothing, so we'll go ahead and give 2 to her. So that'll be 4d8 plus.
Oop, I believe?
It's CL, and it would be at the time you brewed it.
Oh, okay. So CL4?
Yeah, it'd be 2d8 plus 8 twice. Or, well, 2d8, or 4d8 plus 8 total.
Mm-hmm. You want to roll that, Cody, or me?
You go for it.
Would I imagine Sola has a specialty spoon that's made for feeding someone liquid.
Mary
It probably
Poppins.
does. Like some sort of like nozzle situation.
Or like a little
Like a
30.
bowl with like the
squeegee bottle.
spout.
John
Mhm.
spits it into their mouth like a mother bird.
30 total hit points.
Well, that's over my max, so
Hey.
Augie, the taste of one of Sola's potions fills your mouth, and you're conscious again.
oh, hang on, I have a gift for this.
Oh.
You have a gift for everything.
I'm impressed, honestly.
Augie has been having such a time of it. I want to say not all of the haunts are keyed to Augie, but you've, like, everyone has 2. You have blown both of Augie's.
Hey.
These games
They're
are
trying
kind of
to murder me.
So just like, I imagine Mez and Sabine probably have Augie while she is like feeding the potions. And as Augie is like waking up, you just see just kind of an unimpressed look at first. You have to go for the scarf, huh?
I didn't touch it.
This is true.
Yeah, I think it touched you.
Death by fashion. Isn't that the way you guys want to go? There's
Okay.
kind of a teasing smirk.
I was like so discombobulated by what happened. Which person was the one yelling at me? Was it Aldern
Oh,
or Traver?
It was Aldern.
Aldern.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So and the house didn't look as pristine as before, but still looked less dilapidated.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, right. Augie never met Foxglove, right?
No,
Nope.
she didn't.
Mm-mm.
But she did get the
Ah.
name. She did
did
hear
get the
herself
name.
say the name.
Mhm.
And I will say that all of you probably heard her say that. In a voice that was not her own.
So we heard her response.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. More hatred for Foxglove grows.
I'm not meant to be a conduit for spirits.
I don't think any of us are. And she will kind of help push Augie upright. Are you feeling okay, though?
I think so. Thank you. She's looking around for the scarf.
The scarf is ash.
She'll spit on the ash
Mez-
pile.
Mez is not sorry.
Neither is she.
So we'll kind of like look over her shoulder back in the direction that the haunting was supposed to be. Shay, do you still sense something?
I'm assuming yes.
It's still there.
There's a nod from Shay.
It's weaker, though, without the scarf.
Tilts her head. Squints. Sends out another ping. Yeah, though it's not as strong. Now. Still there, though.
I wonder if part of what they're looking for is to have the story told then. Looks towards Augie. You are not speaking as yourself. What did you see?
She'll describe Foxglove. And he was angry, deranged. He asked me what I was doing with him.
Jealous guy, huh? Well, I can imagine the spirit's a bit unhappy about being murdered by Alden, sounds like.
wonder if this is the remnants of the fight.
Roll me perception, everybody.
Oh,
Ooh.
Augie can catch a break.
Augie is
that's
Oh,
the
having a
lowest I
hell of
can
a time.
roll.
27.
Mez rolling a 10, but not a nat 1 after is very funny.
Big
She's
14.
concerned about her friend.
I got a 14.
Oh my god,
Oh,
the
hey, fucking
10s!
buddies.
Alright, Matt, what did you get?
14.
14. So, everybody except Augie, who's still a little out of it, hears a scream from up the stairs. It's the same voice you heard crying earlier. Sola, you hear within that scream, so warped by rage as to almost be unrecognizable. You hear Alden!
So it's an enraged scream, not a fearful scream.
Yes.
And Sola kind of looks up. I imagine everybody's head whips that direction.
Or Augie.
Hmm.
Sola frowns. I think our spirit is after Alden as well.
Get bad.
Not if we're in the path.
So you think that book's worth checking out, or is that more trouble than it's worth?
And Sola looks back towards the book. And then looks at Sabine. And if we need to hear the story, then perhaps. Oh, I do
All
not
right.
vote Augie does anything else.
Yeah, I mean, keep her back.
Guidance on Sabine before she goes. Get the +1 to the save.
Gonna initiate contact with the book.
Shay's gonna get ready to just yoink Sab out of there.
Yeah, good luck.
Sab, you are struck as you touch the cover of this book with a momentary vision. You are sitting on the floor here between the two chairs. You're leaning over to talk to somebody, a friend of yours, a Parisian man that you feel you've known for quite some time. And you're reading this book between the two of you, your foreheads just barely about to touch. It's a genealogy book. And this man is your clanmate. But as you're leaning in to get a better look at things, you hear a man shout from the other corner of the room, Aisha! And the vision's over, as you are struck with fear. But nothing happens. You can pick up the book.
Zio picks it up, and was it contemporary in the vision?
It was about the same state Augie saw it.
Was the book contemporary though? Is it a historical one, or is it sort of?
It's a historical one.
Hmm.
But it's not too far out of, let me get you when it would have been contemporary to. Yeah, it's about 100 years old.
Well, she starts thumbing it through, looking for the name Foxglove.
You find it at the very, very end. there's a record there of a Voral foxglove. You don't find it listed under blood Varisians. This family's from Cheliax. But you do find a woman's name listed there. Cassanda. Kasanda.
AASA.
NDA. And Sab would probably actually know this, correct me if I'm wrong. The name there is Cassandra Miromia. Miromia. And Cody, correct me if I'm wrong here, but Sab, having hung around the Sandys, would know that was Augie's name before. Wouldn't she?
Cody the
Oh,
BRB.
Cody is BRB, god damn it! My cool reveal!
Don't worry, everyone just pretend you hadn't heard it.
Understood. Currently erasing my memory as
Heard
we
what?
speak.
Act natural.
Okay, Cody,
Heard what?
correct me if I'm wrong, but would Sab have known Augie's name before she left Sandpoint? Her family name?
I don't think Cody's back yet.
I don't think Cody's back.
Oh, I thought I heard Cody!
You heard Iris.
That was Iris.
Oh, shit!
Stop doing your Cody impression.
God damn it. Yes, above table, the Miromia clan is the clan that Augie belongs to, and she has the same last name. Or
So
had.
is this like showing them as like two separate branches off of a larger family, or?
It's showing that Voral married into that family.
Gotcha.
Oh, are Augie and Aldern cousins?
Apparently.
Very, very technically.
Augie, it's your boy.
Fix your mans.
Okay, I will be back shortly, but if Cody comes back, somebody tell them that.
I'll also use this opportunity to bathroom break.
Honestly, it's a good time-wise to be stopping it for the night. Just saying.
Hello.
Cody's still gone. Amy's gone now.
Damn it!
And it's almost 11 o'clock.
I know.
You went all out in trying to tie people into shit, huh?
Yeah, I did. I was really excited for all this.
So Cody just messaged, he might have, or they might have food poisoning.
Oh god.
Oh
They'll
God.
be,
Ooh.
they'll be back ASAP.
This is haunted timing,
Kira,
isn't it?
yeah, Kira, you haunted them a little too much.
I did say food poisoning earlier, didn't I?
Nice.
What have I done?
How could you?
Thought you were friends.
Poor Cody. I'm so sorry.
Which means I don't think we need to make Cody, if Cody is sick,
Yeah,
sit in
that's
on
fine.
anything more.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But Sab, I'm assuming you're going to share that with the rest of the party.
Yeah, I feel like at
I'm
least
gonna
the
keep that to
Sandys.
myself.
At
Yes.
least someone could confirm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Damn.
And at least we know why they are so interested in her.
I kind of feel bad about bringing her here now. Other bit I got from that is, I'm guessing this is who Augie was standing in the place of, Aisha was the one. Seeing somebody found on his back, or at least he thought she was. So double check here, you mentioned them being clanmates. Is it weird for clanmates to touch foreheads?
Well, what I would say to you is that the adventure path does not seem to think so.
Okay. I didn't know how Habsburg we were getting.
Yeah, the adventure path includes that detail, but also describes this as extremely innocent.
Uh,
A bit of mixed messaging, if you ask me, but,
Hmm.
you know.
They may just be, French and not have the same type of personal space.
Kiss your cousins.
And so we'll just would help Augie to her feet now. Augie has sat down long enough. Shake her head. I have a suspicion that a woman screaming upstairs might be her. Or someone close to her.
Well, from what I've seen, I can't really blame her.
Sola nods and kind of looks back because the stairs would be back through this door, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming this is a door as well.
This is also a door, yes.
That looks like it leads into the stained glass area.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to check that out.
So Sola just will look towards the open door behind them and then towards the closed door ahead and then towards the group. Do we go chase the screaming or do we try to look around the first floor first?
I know she's screaming, but I don't think she's going anywhere.
Probably
I'd
best
rather keep Augie
yeah.
away from her.
Yeah. And also clear out what's down, yeah?
And Sola nods and will turn towards the next door.
Sure. This one is another one that's not trapped, don't worry. This is the dining room. It's a mahogany table surrounded by chairs. There's two fireplaces, one to the west, one to the east, and there's, of course, the windows. But other than that, there's not much else in this room. No haunt.
I don't suppose there's any more detail she can get from looking at the windows closer.
Nope. You've already gotten all the detail from the windows. You try to interact with the windows and you get a tooltip instead.
Hmm. I think that's the cue to leave.
Move
on.
Augie along with you.
Mm-hmm. Gonna assume Augie is just attached to Shay.
In a baby Bjorn.
Mm-hmm.
Nez is security guard for Augie
Yep.
on the other
Two
side.
tiefling.
It's the fucking Secret Service.
Get down, Mrs.
Yeah.
President.
We have the one with the gun right behind, and the one with the shield guarding her.
So there is a door here.
There's also a door here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If we
here,
want to go to
here.
those two doors, it would be better to try and reach them from this location, because it'd be easier to just jump through the door if possible. But I think both Sola and Sabia were like, let's go here first.
Okay.
All right. Door.
Cody's
Open.
back. He wants to
Oh,
give a
Cody's back.
rundown.
Cody.
All right. Cody, we've discovered something incredibly plot relevant to you.
Mm-hmm.
To me? Why?
It was a Varisian genealogy book that they were reading at the time, and in that genealogy book, there's a mention of Vorel Foxglove marrying a woman named Cassandra Miromia, which you might recognize as being your original last name.
Yes.
Congrats on the new family you found. They're awful.
Why am I learning these things about myself against my will?
I'd rather not know.
All right. So, Sab, the room that you are walking into now is a lounge.
It's gross.
It was a lounge. It's now covered in, well, fungus. Yes, it's extremely gross in there.
And that's all over the couch.
It's indeed all over the couch.
Sola peeks in. Does she recognize the fungus?
I will say that she does, but that it's a normal fungus. This is regular fungus.
Regular rock.
Is it-
Understood.
Yeah.
Is it edible fungus?
No,
I
we are
would
not
not
eating
advise
that.
Mm.
We do not eat the black mold wheel.
Why not?
She does not want to take care of you.
So this was a what? This was a lounge?
Mm-hmm.
Was a lounge.
I didn't know Booker was in this game.
Sola! Stop right there.
Ah, fuck me. I'm just trying to get out of the door so people can see.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Uh, 30.
30. Sola, as you enter into this place, you hear just a soft pacing in this room. And as you look around, trying to track down the source of it, the room is pristine again. Brand new. And all of this is restored to as it was during its prime. But a worry comes over you. And you find yourself whispering the name Lorey, Lorey. When you look around again to try and find the source of the pacing, you find that you're the one pacing, and thoughts seem to sort of overlay in your mind. You're worried about something, about what your husband is doing in the basement. He's been spending so much time there lately, and every time you ask him what he's doing, he tells you that's not a woman's business to know. But you're beginning to worry. you think it might be time to leave. Could you make me a will save?
Supposed to be good at these. Let's see. $21.
With a 21, let me ask you a question here. Of the PCs, whom does Sola feel the most motherly toward?
Motherly?
Motherly.
Mez, I guess.
As you turn, you're momentarily struck by the urge to take Mesmine's hand. Because you have this strange feeling that she's your child and that you need to get her out of here now, but as soon as the urge comes over you, it fizzles, and you are yourself again.
Sola frowns slightly, kind of blinks, shakes her head. And I can confirm there are basements here. We're doing something that some of the former inhabitants of this house disapproved of. Something dangerous.
Right.
Is there another door in this room?
No, this just leads down the hall.
Last
Yeah, there's a door
where we
here.
need to go then.
Did we
Yeah.
go up the stairs yet?
No.
You've not gone up the stairs yet.
Iris, I think you cut out a lot.
What?
Oh, I was just saying maybe that's where we need to go then.
Yeah, what I'm figuring is that you either go downstairs towards the cult bullshit, from what it sounds like,
Mhm.
or upstairs towards the spirit stuff.
I don't like either of those ideas.
I'm game for either. Every part of this is spooky.
I say the spirit stuff because maybe we can learn more.
Yeah, I feel like trying to solve the spirit stuff first might be most beneficial.
Okay. Spirit stuff it is.
Okay.
Can we throw
Mm.
something to loop a doorknob on one of these?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you guys, I'm assuming you're adventurers, you have rope. So you can do that. And that reveals 2 sets of additional stairs. These stairs lead down. These stairs lead up.
Okay, but we have at least one set of stairs leading up already over here. So we're not gonna
this way.
fucking test the fungus.
You found the way around.
Yay!
Do we want to go
Is
back?
that edible fungus?
No.
We also have that other room.
I swear if you make Sola start smacking the fuck out of Sabine with a stick.
You can smack the fuck out of her with an immovable rod.
Do that too.
Alright.
Question before we go upstairs though, do we want to try and trigger this one? Or not?
I guess it would be good to get some more information.
You can if you like.
Alright, Shay, get over here. I'm going to toss you on it.
Alright.
Tache. Fair enough.
Alright. So is everybody going into that room?
Do we want to just throw the test monk in there? You want me to just,
Test monk.
Test monk.
I feel like since I don't want to be like meta about shit, so I guess
Mez did smell something.
I think that's a sign that maybe Mez should not be the one.
Mez was going to look in.
I mean, does Mez want to look into it herself?
Tiana's keeping her effing
She was going to
distance.
do it because no one else was doing it. The
Yeah.
only reason why she. Yeah. Like, Mez doesn't want Augie anywhere near the spooky shit anymore. So if no one else is going to do it, Mez will do it.
I mean,
Right.
Sabine is apparently raring to go fucking deal with ghosts, so if it's a matter of Mez only does it as a last option, I think Sabine would jump first. Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt.
Somebody's got to do it. Feels ready.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach.
Your two marshals are very ready.
Fucking
Rock, paper,
Alright.
scissors.
guidance, Sabine.
Okay. Sabile. Sabile.
That's me.
Right. Okay. Sabile, what's your AC?
22 right now.
I see. What is your touch AC?
That can't be right. Just a sec.
Significantly less.
It should be, but for monks it often isn't. Yeah, I think that would be 18.
18. Look at that. You're fucking chonky, ain't you?
Monks don't wear armor, so their touch AC is a lot less bad because they get different. They don't use armor AC.
All right. So, okay. So that is what is it? An 18? You said.
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to be a miss, which is nice. So, Sabine, as you enter into this area, you now smell the burning flesh as well. But you turn, and I imagine you were keeping an eye on the manticore, which was a good idea because, in your eyes, Sabine, it lurches to life and leaps forward, trying to pounce at you. No longer simply a statue, but a being of pure flame. And as it launches itself at you, you see its face shift to resemble that of a person, a man, as a matter of fact, who is in agony and despair. It launches itself at you, tries to burn you, but you manage to dodge out of the way. And I actually have a handout. Isn't that nice?
Oh,
No.
that's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. So that's what you see, Sab. But much like Sione in that image, you manage to get out of the way in time.
You know, that wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
We didn't see anything, right?
You didn't see anything, no. Just
You
Sabine
just saw
saw it.
Sabine dodge.
Yeah, you just saw Sabine do a cool monk flip.
How cool was it?
Did they try to dance with you too?
I mean, kinda.
What happened?
Big old flaming manticore with a guy's face popped out and tried to pounce on me.
Turns to look at statue.
Statue's normal.
Look, it's ghosts. I don't know what you want me to say.
Well, good job.
Thanks.
Is the sword still there?
Sword is still there.
Cool.
You want that sword?
No.
Shay. You like swords.
You're not touching the
Opesh.
necromantic sword until we have other shit sorted.
So like she just looks at it, she scrunches her nose. Don't like it. It's got bad feeling on it.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah. In upstairs?
All right. So you all head upstairs. Please group so that I can drag you. Move Mesmine down. Thank you. God damn it. There you go. Wait, I think that's everybody. Wait,
Ogoro, over here.
Oh. Yes, let me grab her as well. Doo-doo-doo. Zoom out so that I can do this appropriately. Here you go.
The lights
So,
went out in Georgia.
can you guys see?
Zoom
No.
out.
Oh, yes.
You have to
No.
Yep.
zoom way out because we
Yeah.
got dragged down.
Oh,
Yep,
yes.
Oh,
Here
way
you
down
go.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Big floor, huh?
Oh, I see. Okay. Cool.
Right.
Just said,
Yeah. You find yourselves going up the stairs, your footsteps echoing behind you, but at a remove. It feels like it takes a couple seconds for you to hear your footsteps instead of the regular delay. Hmm. You're not sure if this one is supernatural or not, but you don't like it. There's one door over here.
Augie?
Mm-hmm. How the cards feeling, boss?
Well, they're a little cooler, but they're not super cold. You think the immediate hallway should be fine.
Think we are good to proceed?
I think there's a little fuckiness with the shadows right here. Oh,
I'm
Ah.
okay.
opening the door.
Oh,
so.
the sideways door. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
No, that's not your fault. It's just the doors are sometimes a little hard to see.
You find yourself in a stately hallway, Sabine. The crying is loud, but it still seems to be above you.
That looks like another stairway up over there.
No, this is the stairway you came from.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's the
Sorry.
other side of it?
Yeah.
Or... Okay.
You were supposed to have come out over here, so my bad there.
Oh,
But,
Oh.
but yeah, it's just a stairwell.
Does it go up or down?
This one goes down. This one also goes down.
Where'd I go? Where'd I go?
You moved slightly to the south.
so that's when we came up, and this
Mhm.
one is probably the other one we saw?
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
other one you saw.
All I see is John.
Are you,
That's all
is
you
that
need to
better for
see.
you?
Yes, now I see. Now Holly. Where's Holly?
She's right by you, I promise.
You're actually playing as John now. This is the John level.
Okay, so here we have some more doors. Doors here, double doors here, single door here. We will
No.
end session with whichever room you decide to go into here, because it is getting late.
Can you drag Holly into my stack? Because I don't see Holly anymore. Thank you.
Well, Shay, why don't you choose this time?
Looks at Sab. Looks at Augie. And everyone else. Thumb points to the first door.
Here?
This one, right?
This one? Okay.
It's the closest one. Fuck it. Why not? Shay's a simple creature.
Augie, as the group approaches this door, you get a bit of cool. You get cold here. There's something in this room.
There's a ghost in here.
Detect chaos? Possible?
Yes. Chaos, this area.
Is it like the rug?
Chaotic rug.
It's a chaotic rug.
Chaotic rug. It's like, okay. Don't like that rug.
Don't trust fabrics. They will smother you.
She just looks at it. It's like, squint.
I should tell you what this room is before you decide if you want to go into it. This is a child's bedroom.
Oh,
The
no.
bed here is child-sized, and this over here, this is a chair with a toy box next to it.
How's a kid chaotic?
The
Clearly
haunting
haven't-
is chaotic.
Okay, the haunt.
Excuse me, Shay.
Yeah, Shay says that, and Sola just looks at her. You clearly have not been around too many children.
Shay just looks at Sola. It's like, well, quite the opposite of that. But that's not kid thing.
Kids are some of the most chaotic beings. What are you talking about?
Shay was very well behaved.
Shay, you are not the standard.
Hey.
You're not the standard either.
Oh. Yeah, probably not.
Doesn't matter, alright? Just don't touch the rug. That's where the fucking ghost is.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to circle around the rug then?
It is, you said don't touch the rug, and then Sabir is just going to touch the rug in a minute.
But you want me to touch the rug then? So that's what you're saying.
Yes, that I want you to, more than I know you.
I think
Okay.
she's just trying to get me to jump on it.
Well, the people in the room, please make me a perception check.
Do I count as in the room?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
By all rights, you should be setting off the trap, but I'm being nice.
Thank you.
19.
The nat 20.
Nat 20.
20.
28. Very good.
18.
18. Right. So, anybody who rolled above a 20, you hear a child sobbing. This isn't a very young child. This is maybe 10 or so. And Sola, with your nat 20, you think, although it's a little hard with kids, you can't always tell, you think this is a little boy.
Sola goes from kind of poking fun at Sabile and Shay to immediately more somber. And kind of looks around. Can she, judge a, area of the room?
Where it's coming from?
Yeah.
It's coming from the haunted rug.
It is a little boy here.
So you heard it too.
She nods.
I'm not crazy, she says to Shay.
Never thought you were. I just don't hear it.
Maybe we're the crazy
What do y'all
ones.
hear?
He's crying.
Oh.
Can we tell if it's, sad or scared?
It's scared. It is very, very scared.
Oh. She
Well-
just kneels down in front of rug.
Yeah. I was thinking, is it Sola's gonna do the same?
Yeah, instinctively.
You said there's a toy box nearby, right?
Yes,
It's
the toy
on
box.
the chair.
Yeah.
Grab a toy. Set on rug.
You still hear the sobbing, although there's a slight hiccup in it. And Sola, as you approach... Actually, Sola and Shay, you're both kneeling by the rug, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. You are both then struck with this vision. Both of you are all of a sudden the room shifts, and you're much smaller than you usually are. And you look at the toy box and you see one of the toys moved onto the chair. A little stuffed manticore figure. This thing that your dad gave you, that you really liked. It always made you feel so brave to play with it. You're desperately trying to play with it, but you hear sounds in the distance. You hear your parents fighting, and you know that somehow, bone deep within you, they're going to try and kill each other tonight. You see one of your fathers with a knife covered in tumors. And you see the other with a torch. The vision is over as soon as it comes over you, essentially. Could you both make me will saves?
Supposed to be decent at this. Let's go. 19 plus 6, 25.
Okay, you're fine.
21.
You are also fine.
Okay, so one covered in tumors with a knife, one
Mhm.
holding a torch,
Yes.
and it was Aldern's father that set fire to the servant quarter.
Mhm.
The husband of Travar.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Sola just kind of blinks again as she comes out of the vision and will look over to Shay, see if Shay is also kind of stun locked for a
Blinking.
moment.
Yeah, buffering, blinking.
I think that was Alden.
Yeah, think so too. Or his DM brother?
He
Older
only has
brother?
sisters.
Only his sisters. Okay, yeah. Just like, yeah.
It was here in. Well, Travar killed his husband.
She nods and stands back up. Still not excused for everything that he's doing.
No, the little bit does start to make sense.
And as the dust settles in this room so full of fear and sorrow, we're going to call it for the evening. Unless there's anything you guys want to double check on.
No, I'm good.
Nope.
What a
Mm,
session.
I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to check out that lower room, but
Which one?
at some point, if we can remember that, the one that was warm,
The one next to the piano.
that Augie initially wanted to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Well,
to
I
come
will
back
tell
to
you
it.
for free, that's the shitter.
Ah.
Now, whether there's stuff in the shitter, I will not say, but it is the shitter.
I don't think I want to know about anything that happened there, to be honest. I'm good.
You see
Thank you.
yourself pooping.
Thank you all. I know that a lot of the stuff that happens in this haunted house is a little bit heavy. I'm trying to keep it top level and not linger on things too much, but I hope that it was within spooky parameters and not within upsetting ones for everybody.
Oh yeah.
spooky.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun.